Hey, what's up soldiers? My name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and welcome back to another video here today on my channel. Today guys, we are going to be doing a request from Josh Rosenbaum, and he suggested the top 5 transportation methods in Call of Duty Zombies. Now each map is going to have a bunch of different methods for traversing the maps, but I decided to go with my personal top 5. There's going to be 2 honorable mentions as well, so nice request Josh. If you guys have any requests, make sure to comment them down below, and if I use your idea, I will give you a shout out in the beginning of the video as well. Guys, if you do enjoy, please drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and turn on notifications. If you guys do end up subscribing, let me know down in the comment section below so you can appear in the beginning of my next video like all of these people on screen right now. I really do appreciate your support and everything like that. It really does mean the world to me. So without further ado guys, let's get right into the top 5 transportation methods in Call of Duty Zombies history. Coming in at the number 5 spot is going to be teleporters. Now when you think of Call of Duty Zombies, most likely you're going to think of teleporting to go to Pack-a-Punch or various different areas around the map in Call of Duty Zombies. Now the teleporter first appeared on Reese, and that kind of set the Call of Duty Zombies storyline in motion, where Richtofen ended up transferring a walnut, and he thought it was success, but Dr. Maxis didn't. So Maxis was kind of heated at Richtofen, just saying you're failing over and over, and Richtofen got fed up with it. So he ended up trapping Samantha and Dr. Maxis in the teleporter with Fluffy, who is also a hellhound. And then Samantha ended up getting teleported to the moon, where she fell into the MPD, and then Maxis ended up going into the Aether, and he ended up talking through electronics, which is so crazy to think about. But overall, teleporters are something that we've seen in Call of Duty Zombies, but I was thinking about this more and more, and I realized there were no teleporters in Black Ops 2. Now I could completely be blanking on this, but I'm pretty sure that there's no map in Black Ops 2 that has a teleporter, so that's pretty interesting to think about. Now overall, I would say that teleporters are a great way to move from location to location, and it's one of the best transportation methods, so I decided to put it at the number 5 spot. Coming in at the number 4 spot is going to be the rail line that's on Shadows of Evil. Now you can use this to move between the 3 main areas on the map, which are the Waterfront District, the Canal District, as well as the Footlight District. Now you can use this rail line to go through, and you can see different windows that have a red glow to them, and those are going to have Apothicon symbols inside of those red glows. Now what you need to do is get all 3 of those combinations, then you can go down to the bottom, like underneath where the subway area is, and you can enter those and get the egg for the Apothicon sword. Then you can go to the 4 different areas around the map and end up getting the Apothicon sword, and if you want you can upgrade it and get the Arch Ovum and all that stuff, which is a little bit too complicated for most people or most games if you're not really trying to do the Easter egg or anything. But overall it is definitely really cool, and I think it's a great method to go around the map. It also plays a part at the end of the Easter egg on Shadows of Evil, where you kind of need to crash the tram into the huge gate worm that is there, and then you can end up shocking the boxes at the 3 different areas where you can go in the Footlight District, Canal District, and Waterfront District, and then the person in the middle has to shock all of the keepers that are there, and then you can complete the Easter egg, get the cutscene, all that awesome stuff. So it definitely is a really cool thing, and it comes in at the number 4 spot. Coming in at the number 3 spot is going to be from my favorite map, Mob of the Dead. You guys know what it is already. It's going to be Icarus. It's going to be the plane that you build on Mob of the Dead, and you end up building the plane and flying and crashing into the Golden Gate Bridge. All the characters go, ah, and then it turns black, and then you get all dazed when you come up, and Brutus spawns on there. You want to use your tomahawk, stay on the bridge for 1 full round so that you can end up upgrading the tomahawk after you get 15 kills, and it is by far one of the coolest places to go, and it's a great way of transportation to Pack-a-Punch. I think this was the first time that this was something so unique that we had never seen before in Zombies. Most of the maps are pretty linear, pretty, just ordinary, and then when it comes to like Mob of the Dead and Origins, they just totally changed that formula up and made it so much different, and that's why I think those are some of the greatest maps in Zombies, because they totally mix up everything, and the traveling methods and everything is so different. So that's why I put the Icarus plane at the number 3 spot. Coming in at the number 2 spot is going to be my main man Ted on Transit with the Transit Bus. Now, this is definitely one of the coolest means of transportation. Like, I am going to be honest with you guys. I don't like transit that much. The lava can be really, really annoying and really frustrating, and also the denizens and the fog and all that awesome stuff. But then you can ride the bus and have a jolly old time with your main man Ted. Just don't throw an EMP at him because he will be upset and call you a jerk and all that stuff. But overall, the bus is super, super cool on transit because you can get from point A to point B, stop at bus depot where you spawn, then you can go to the farm, you can go to power, you can go to town, you can go to all the different locations, and if you want, you can just get off the bus at any random point you want. Zombies are going to be running super fast mode at you from behind, and it overall is just a really, really cool thing that I love about Black Ops 2. I think Black Ops 2 definitely had the best transportation methods, except for the number 1 spot, but the transit bus had to be on this list. It was really up for debate to be the number 1 one, just for a meme to get people triggered, but I decided to put it at the number 2 spot. It's a good spot for it, and the transit bus comes in at the number 2 spot. Alright guys, so there are going to be 2 honorable mentions in this list, and the first one is going to be the Moonlanders on Ascension. Now you can call these to 3 different locations, and if you ride them back to spawn at all 3 locations, it's going to allow you to launch the rocket so you can open up the Pack-a-Punch machine. Now the Moonlanders are really, really cool for getting out of tricky situations. For example, if you're training on the stage area near where PhD used to be, now Widow's Wine in Black Ops 3, you can call the Lunar Lander there and kind of just train up, and if you get stuck in a tricky situation, all you have to do is hop on the Lunar Lander, pay $250, which is super, super cheap, and then you go right back to spawn. All the zombies are going to despawn and respawn somewhere else. It gives you a little bit of time and a little bit of leeway to get out of that situation. You can do this in all 3 different areas as well, which is really, really cool. So the Lunar Lander had to come in as an honorable mention, and the other honorable mention is going to be the tank on Origins. Now this tank is really, really cool because it blows fire and runs over zombies, which is always fun to do. You also need to ride this tank in order to jump to 3 different locations in order to get the lightning staff piece in order to build the lightning staff. So I thought this was kind of cool how it was one of the challenges that you actually need to ride the tank. Now it only costs 500 points, and the tank stops at generator 2, and then it has to refuel and recharge, and then you can hop on it again and take it again. Now if you guys were interested in going for really, really high rounds on Black Ops 2 Origins, K-Town ended up getting round 148, but the only way to kill zombies after around 100 is you actually had to ride them over with the tank, which is really, really cool. So this is definitely a really cool transportation method, and it can also be used as a trap, so I figured it had to be an honorable mention in this list. And coming in at the number 1 spot, this by far has to be the best transportation method in Call of Duty Zombies, and that is going to be the dragons on Garad Krovi. Now this map is definitely one of those maps that I hold dear to my heart because it's one of my favorites, and a lot of people in the community like it or they don't like it, and that usually depends on how much you actually play the map, because if you play Garad a lot, you're going to end up enjoying it a lot more, but then again, it can be a little bit frustrating. But I think that riding the dragons with the collar that you get from all of the different Groff modules, you get 3 different pieces total by placing a code cylinder in Dragon Command tank station, and then supply being second. Then you can ride on the dragons to the Pack-a-Punch area, which is a bunker, and I just think that this is by far the coolest means of transportation we have ever seen in Call of Duty Zombies. I think riding a dragon is so cool, and it was so crazy, and it was such like an outside of the box idea that Treyarch thought of for this. So I thought that was really, really cool that we got to see it in Black Ops 3, and for me, that is the coolest means of transportation in Call of Duty Zombies history. So anyways guys, I really hope you did enjoy the video. Make sure to drop a like if you guys did, and subscribe if you're new. You know I love when you guys do all that stuff and support me and my channel. So anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.